It was Dodgers, Padres 2, Electric Boogaloo, San Diego Boogaloo, and unfortunately the Dodgers lost game 1 of the series. We're talking about it. We're reacting to it. We're going to be a little sad about it here on this edition of All Dodgers. Coming at you live from my home studio in beautiful La Puente, California. This is the All Dodgers podcast. Man. We're going to hit the applause button because we're here. It's a Friday night. The feeling's right. The party's here on the west side or in La Puente, California. Joining me tonight is producer Kevin. Give him a follow, Skinner7 Kevin. I am Real FRG on the social media. Mrs. Kevin is in the background doing things in the kitchen because his studio is also his house and where he lives. But guys, the All Dodgers podcast is part of the Bleav Network of podcasts presented by FanDuel. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us on this Friday night. Please like the show, subscribe to the show. That does not reflect your disappointment in the Dodgers tonight. And I'm disappointed in the game, but at least they battled late. Initial thoughts on this one, Kevin, before we keep trudge forward.
Yu Darvish is the greatest pitcher of all time. If you look specifically at one player against the team, so I think we can induct Yu Darvish into the Hall of Fame if you take just his stats against the Dodgers alone. But no, they did battle. And this is hopefully and, respectfully not the lineup that any of us will see in 10 days.
Yeah, 10 days, even, 10 days, maybe 4 or 5 days. So we know some guys are coming back.
It'll change in 4, but I'm saying like a whole lineup overhaul should happen in about 10 days.
Quickly, we want to say congratulations to our buddy Jeff Snyder. Him and Mrs. Snydog are out celebrating their 22nd.
I've been there. I lived very close to that.
So proud of you.
Thank you.
But celebrating their 22nd anniversary tonight, which is why Jeff is not here and why it's Kevin and I. But there they are. Good choice that she wore the dress and Jeff did not. But guys, sound off in the comments. Let us know how you're feeling about this one. Adam818 saying the Dodgers are pathetic, maybe a bit harsh. But they've also been playing quite bad, and I was a little worried about this particular series because, listen, if baseball is scripted for fun and for drama, well, not for fun for us, but if it's scripted for the drama, the Padres winning game 1 in this series or potentially sweeping this series, it's good for the storyline. It's not good for our hearts. It's not good for our souls. It's a reason I'm drinking. It's a reason Kevin was out drinking tonight, because these type of games.
Wait. Who told you that?
Your demeanor. Respectfully. You don't hide it well, even slightly,
no,
right? I just want to make sure we're all on the same page with that one. Brian Dubois Gilbert. I love saying that name. I don't know why I said Gilbert, but Brian Dubois Gilbert says that Dalton Rushing double play, pinch hit double play in the 8th was the killer. Call and Rojas were available. Yeah, let's skip forward in this one because, the story of the game, there's multiple stories of this game. One, the Dodgers losing, that sucks a load of butts. The lineup did not instill a lot of positivity in all of our souls because of that bottom part of the lineup when you do have Kennedy in there, Buddy Kennedy. Sorry, I got to call him by his correct name.
Conforto batting 6th.
Clifton. Hey, I like Conforto batting 6th more than I like him batting in the cleanup spot. But this game was really centered around Blake Snell, Yu Darvish. Snell was very good, just didn't quite have the punch-out stuff that we're used to so far this season. But all in all, very good outing for Blake Snell. 7 innings, 2 earned, 5 Ks. You take that every single day of your life.
Every day.
Yu Darvish was just a little bit better. Like you said at the top, Darvish just a little bit better. Gave up just the homer to the rookie, kept the Dodgers off balance, the offense off balance, because, again, it was a really bad lineup to begin with. Although, until that 9th inning, top of the lineup, Ohtani, Betts, Smith, Freeman, and Hernandez. What did you say they were? They were like 0 for 17 or something like that before Mookie's one-out single there in the bottom of the 9th.
0 for 16.
Yeah, over 16. There it is. So the game really was kind of won and lost. Sorry, the game was lost for the Dodgers in the 8th inning, and as Dalton Rushing bounced into that double play. I could already hear Dave now. I liked him in that spot. We got to use Dalton. We got to see what we have, something like that. And I'm not going to call Dave stupid. I'm just going to say that that's a stupid thing to say right now, but we're going to hear it. Key issue in it is that it is a bad bench this team has right now. As you alluded to earlier, there are pieces, 5, 6, 10 days from now, the Dodgers are going to be a lot better. They're going to be, better 1 through 13 on the bench. But it's a pretty bad active roster right now. And I'll say, why no Miguel Rojas in that spot, who has been very, very good in those pinch hitting spots, has been kind of on a tear since the start of July, as Alana and I talked about on Dodgers territory yesterday, or Alex Call, who is on frickin' fire at the moment coming out of Colorado. Should have been in the lineup to begin with, but you and I were talking before the game even happened. It's like, why no Miguel Rojas? What is going on with Mickey Rowe? But Dalton, Dave hasn't gone to that lever before, and it didn't work. It did not work.
It didn't work. So there's kind of 2 ways you could look at this game.
Don't be sad about it.
No,
2 ways.
Because there's 2 ways. Still, even though they lost, they're still leading the division because they have the season series over the Padres.
Yeah.
There's 2 ways you look at this. Either you look at it as it's an offensive failure, which is true. They had opportunities and didn't capitalize on them. Or you could look at it as like a pitching masterclass. Not masterclass, but just like a pitching victory. Blake Snell gave you 6 innings and 2 earned runs against a lineup that it's a very good lineup. I don't care what anybody says. They went out, they made trades, they did their, they added, Ramon Laureano, Ryan O'Hearn. Those are very good pieces. They did what they needed to do to bolster the lineup. And yet the Dodgers held them to 2 runs, including the bullpen, which has been a sore spot of late. So you can look at it through that lens, or you could look at it through the lens of the lineup should have done better.
Yeah.
It's obviously a combination of the 2. That being said, this is not what the Dodgers lineup will look like in September. It's just not. There's not going to be there's not going to be, Michael Conforto.
There's not going to be a Buddy Kennedy. There's not going to be a Buddy Kennedy.
There's not going to be a Buddy Kennedy. And I
Justin
asked people
Dean
on Twitter. Yeah, I asked people on Twitter what happened? Why is Buddy Kennedy playing over Miguel Rojas, who has been good as of late? He hasn't been tearing the cover off the ball, but he's been significantly better than Buddy Kennedy, who has 1 hit or technically 2 bases because he got drilled by a ball in the 2nd inning.
Yeah.
But Miguel Rojas had been he had played.
He's been playing a lot better.
He'd been playing 7 games in a row, so they might have been wanting to save his legs a little bit. That being said, even if the Dodgers blow this series against the Padres, this is not the lineup you can expect late September,
that's
early October.
Really trending towards the idea of, or that concept of, if this happens, without saying it the same way, but if Kike Hernandez comes back and plugs into the lineup,
which they've already said he's coming back.
Know that, but he also stays healthy and is good and productive, and Jeff and I, or maybe all 3 of us, had this argument earlier this week on the channel. If you didn't see it, guys, go back, watch all the videos, subscribe, do all those things, tell your grandma, tell your mailman, share with your friends, share in Facebook groups. People love that. I lost my train of thought over whoring myself out there. But the point is, Dodgers didn't do enough tonight because good pitching tends to beat better offense, and that's been the story of both of these teams this season. The Dodgers offense is usually top 5 in MLB if you're looking at average and OPS, and Padres are a little more middle of the pack offensively, but they're top of class when it comes to ERA, starting, and bullpen. And like you said, this game was a pitcher's duel, and the Dodgers can't Even with Blake Snell on the bump, as good as he was, they can't necessarily survive a pitcher's duel because the offense is not good right now. It doesn't have all the pieces that it needs.
No. Well, so
it needs more. It needs more pieces.
So on that topic, the Padres ran out their best lineup. They ran out statistically their best lineup.
This was the best the Dodgers had.
Well, no, it's not
available right now. And assuming you need old man Miggy to rest, and Alex Call, Dave, they're not going to play him
to do what? But what I'm saying is these are not the best bats they had, and yet the Dodgers only lost by 1 run. They only produced 1 run off a guy who had literally never seen Yu Darvish before, and he hit an absolute tank.
Let's show that one, by the way.
My God.
Freeland with the pimp job. You gotta love that.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was the last time I felt good today, by the way. Was Alex Freeland hitting this, whipping out this donger for? How is that for your first career big league homer? By the way,
in a pennant race. Don't tell Dalton Rushing that because between the two, Alex Freeland's got one's off Yu Darvish and one's off a position player that I don't remember. But you look at the totality of what happened today, and this is nothing near what the Dodgers will trot out literally 2 weeks from now, because we already know Kike Hernandez is coming back.
It's what they have now, and arguably the most important series of the season. And now
that's fine.
These two teams are tied at the top of the NL West.
My point, no, they're not tied. The Dodgers are still ahead because they have the season tiebreak.
Well, yeah, but
my
both
point
says
is
0.
My point is this is the best the Padres could trot out, and as of right now, without Max Muncy, without Tommy Edman, without Ha-Seong Kim, without a lot of position players who will take the spot of guys in this lineup, the Dodgers lost by 1 run.
Fair.
That's it.
Fair.
That's it.
And there's a reason to feel good.
This was against the Padres' best pitcher.
I know
against
what you're doing.
The Dodgers.
I know so you're being the voice of reason because Jeff is out celebrating his anniversary or whatever. You're being the voice of. We're here to complain, man. We're here to be upset. But also, I fully understand. This is the instant reactions, post-game reactions section of the show where we can be mad. But yeah, there's a lot of positive things, especially some of the updates today. Kike, Ha-Seong Kim, Tommy Edman, all being good, really, really good updates that eventually spell no more Conforto, Con O for Fordo. We'll talk about those in a little bit. I wanted to get to some of the super chats, by the way. We got $4.99 from Noah Martinez. I got to push it twice, apparently. Thank you, Noah, for the $4.99. Says when this team scores 7+, expect them to score under 2, assuming in the next game. Most inconsistent team. Yeah, their skill has been being consistently inconsistent this season. We got a couple from our resident Padres fan who's been hanging out with us. Jay McGee says, LFG SD, what a tight game. Yeah, I mean, kudos.
Great game.
Yeah, really very. I wish I didn't have a rooting interest in this game because this would be a very, very fun baseball game to watch as just a baseball fan. Overall, it was. I just wish my team put up one more run than the other team did. Jay also is cat calling at your wife, says, let me holla at home crow behind you. And I saw that and I just started dying. Hey, ask Mrs. Kevin if she's into Padres fans. Hey, you know what?
Nope, not at all.
Hey,
she's not
a ring. A ring only stops a sentence, or something like that. I don't think that's what people say. Dr. V.
Hardly into baseball fans.
Dr. V with the $5 super chat. Thank you very much, sir. I'm assuming, sir, unless you are a man, but in doctor. Team has no identity, no consistency. I love LA. Almost wish we would tank the rest of the way to make a point to Dave Roberts and Andrew Friedman for trash lineups. 162 games. It's a long trek. It's a long way through the season. We have our Billy McKinney lineups. We have our Buddy Kennedy lineups. We have our, I'm going to say Scott Van Slyke lineups, even though these people like Scott Van
no.
Slander!
I'm a big SVS.
Where's my guy Trace Outman season at, or whatever they go by these days? Yeah, you're going to have these lineups. You're I was going to say Neil Arnett, but that's big ticket if anybody watches Bob Does Sports. Your Kevin Biggio lineups. You got to have these shitty lineups get you through 162. You just really wish it would not have been in game one of this very pivotal series against the San Diego Padres with the division on the line.
Oh, man. I love this. Is one of my favorite chats I've ever seen.
Oh, what
and
do you
all
got?
Time of doing the show. This is
Which-
from Dodgers Suck.
Oh,
Happy losers must be drugs. Thank you for your click. I appreciate you. Nope, this is just the reality of the situation. This is sorry you're feeling a little, even when you win,
there it is.
you're still feeling very little brothered right now. Enjoy your win. Hang the banner. That's fine.
Must be drugs.
Must be drugs.
That is pretty good. I also like this one. Skinner, you are an idiot, and that's just fun.
Oh, yep.
Oh, and also look at these
my
two
dad
Dodgers
called
clowns.
me that all the time. Oh,
Hi.
yeah.
Me clown. Oh, wait, that's
me
not
clown.
really,
You.
that's not really much of a clown. Aaron Garcia with the $4.99 super chat. Thank you very much, Aaron. What good is it having 3 aces when we can't score runs? This offense is putrid right now. If we score 5 a night, we will win. The pitching is is awesome, and I agree. Yeah,
Point. It's a great point. We do have 3 aces, and it's like, and this is something that I said a week ago on the show.
Wait, where's Kershaw slander, by the way? 4 aces. Shohei slander, 5 aces. Anyways, continue.
Yeah, sure. But the Dodgers' recipe for winning right now is you ride on the back of the aces to give them 6-7 innings of 2 or less earned run ball, and the offense has to put up enough runs to just, not make it not stress the rest of the team out.
Yeah.
And tonight, they did that. They Blake Snell absolutely performed.
He was phenomenal.
Pitching staff absolutely performed. The whole staff. You're telling me the improved Padres offense put up 2 runs.
All right, I'm starting to come around. I'm starting to come around on your narrative.
And yet, if one person on this horrible lineup,
You know what?
with Buddy Kennedy,
You're driving me to drinking.
with Michael Conforto, didn't put up enough runs. Yeah, that makes sense. Of course, that's gonna happen. But the Dodgers pitching staff did their job in totality. They did what they needed to do. It's just they've ran out a lineup with. I texted you this earlier with literally 8 easy outs. 8 free outs out of 27.
Yeah, no, that's pretty fair.
They
don't have good players, living players at the moment.
No,
even
they
with all
just
the
don't.
All-Stars. And I could already feel Padres fans seeing this, clipping this, finding it in wherever they digest things or whatever. It's excuses. It's reality. The Dodgers don't have enough active talent right now with Tommy Edman on the IL, with Kike Hernandez on the IL,
if they want to go there, 27 innings last season. They didn't score an entire run. Sorry,
rent free. I think that's what they say, right?
Yeah, but that's what happens. It's the Dodgers pitching staff did enough. The offense did not, but at the same time, the Dodgers did not put out their best offense. This is not the lineup we're gonna see mid-September. There will be a Kike Hernandez
in October
in there.
too.
Or in October. There will be a Ha-Seong Kim. There will be numerable better player. Max Muncy will be back.
Muncy, I forgot about Muncy.
Different. Yeah.
Yeah.
There will be. This is going to be a better lineup in 2 weeks. And yet the Dodgers.
Again, I'm catching on to your narrative. I'm good. It's toxic positivity, as somebody accused Jeff of having earlier. It might have been Mike Carrillo saying that he has that this week, and I agree. Sometimes Jeff is positive to a fault, but yeah, it sucks that this is happening when this is the final time these two teams meet up this season. You want your Dodgers to be a little bit better, not running out Clifton Lewis Kennedy, also known as Buddy Kennedy, who made a couple of nice plays, and I'm trying to make.
Is that actually his first name?
Yeah,
Clifton?
it's funny when you and I were texting texting before the game or even during the first couple of innings. I was like, when he made that stabbing play or that stab play against Machado in the second or third inning.
Yeah.
I was like, effing Buddy, let's go. And I was like, Buddy, what a stupid name. What is his real name? And turns out it's Clifton Lewis Kennedy, which just feels a lot worse. My man. That it feels a lot worse. By the way, at one point during the game, I went over to FanDuel to check out the Buddy Kennedy odds because I really wanted to change up from us always talking about the division odds. At one point during the game, he was plus 1,400 to hit a homer. And I felt like that was still not enough. Like if I put $1 down and he hits a homer and I only get $1,400 out of it, I don't think sorry, 14. I don't think I won enough money. But if you guys want to bet on random things, go check out FanDuel. Tell them we sent you part of the Bleav Network. They are a big sponsor of ours. Hey, the better we do, maybe they put us on FanDuel TV where we can be idiots with all of our friends over there on FanDuel TV. We got some more. Did I do this one? I don't know if I did. If not, I'm going to do it again. Or if so, I do it again. 300 GJW talking about Will Smith starting to molt into his second half self. Hasn't been as great, and this was something you had mentioned about 3-4 weeks ago. Hasn't been the best. Definitely hasn't been the best. And you know what doesn't help? Dalton Rushing just I feel lied to. I feel like I lied to myself. I feel like we all lied. I'll put the onus on me. I lied to everybody, assuming that Dalton would do something for this team, and I understand the defense or whatever is a net positive over what Austin was giving. But at the same time, Austin was hitting 214 at the time he was DFA'd, and Dalton's at like 188 now. Something like that.
That doesn't matter. He's a backup catcher. And
who was put in the pinch hit in the biggest spot when Alex called him Miguel.
I'm aware. He is a backup catcher. He has been put in the most unenviable position in all of baseball. It's because if you're an outfielder, if you're the fourth outfielder, you get to rotate in, whether it be a right, left, center, like whatever. When you're a backup catcher, all you can do is prepare for when the starting catcher gets the day off. And for a guy like Dalton Rushing, who needs to see big league pitching, his bat will play. It's like, oh my God, his bat will play. He just needs to see a little bit more big league pitching. When you're put in his position, it's really difficult when the expectations we had for him are as high as, because he's been, like, we got told he's better than Keeper, he's better than Tyrone, he's better than like Austin Barnes. Yeah. That being said, he is better than Austin Barnes because he can actually throw somebody out.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard. It's hard to be good at hitting a baseball when you're not able to go out there and hit a baseball, 3, 4, 5 times a day, every day like he was used to before. I need to see something. I need to see a little bit more out of him. I would love to, or just him not pinch hitting in that spot. That's one thing.
I don't disagree with you, but at the same time, you can't give up on him at this point.
Oh, I'm not giving up. It's just a bottled complaint.
I think a lot of people are disillusioned at this point with what they got sold, and they see the product right now, and they're
by some assholes on the internet who are like, "Man, this guy's going to be great."
What do you mean he's the next coming of Mike Piazza? And it's like, no, he's a a prospect that needs to develop, but. Also, he's like sitting behind the best catcher in the National League. Yeah. Like, what do you want him to do? Like, he's trying to make the best of his spot, and it's tough.
And again, the net gain is him starting 1 or 2 games a week is still better than Austin Barnes, and his inability to inability to throw out runners and really be a good catcher at this point in his career. This is why he was DFA'd or cut from the Giants single A team before even making it to the big leagues. We got a $2 super chat, by the way, from Brandon. I like this one. He says, Clint, here's $2 for the next whiskey bottle. Thank you very much. We still got a lot. I still got at least a postseason and a half in this bottle, unless we have one of those shows like we used to do before where we're doing what is it? I think we're doing $5 shots. That was nuts. That was a crazy time, my friend. Crazy time.
We can't.
I don't. I mean, No, we can't do that unless people start sending us money to take shots. Nick S. with the $2 says, Pages always getting out before Dean can steal. I honestly, I don't remember much of that play. I was still focused on, I was just still so bottle-like focused on the Dalton Rushing part of that. But was Pages thrown out? I don't remember that. Okay.
I Bleav he was thrown out.
Tight.
Well, he also got thrown out at third yesterday. So I don't know if they're referring to that.
Maybe. Whatever. I'm here for it. I'm here for anybody just complaining for the sake of complaining. Grayson has a $1.99 super chat for us and a silver lining, saying that silver lining is Miller and Suarez potentially. I would go with potentially unavailable tomorrow. I think in this series you're probably going to ride your dogs if you need to. Miller was definitely a little wild. Almost, gave up the game in that one and today, but unfortunately for the Dodgers and us, did not work out in that favor. But Padres, just overall, to kind of button up this talk and let's shift more into giving tangible evidence to your narrative of this team is going to be better very soon. The Padres have been very good at Petco. I was talking to Kyle Glazer on Friar Territory today, part of the Foul Territory Network, one of our
which is growing, by the way.
Yeah,
you had another announcement earlier today.
Yeah, they added Kevin Pillar. Kevin Pillar, bro.
No, come on, say his name right.
Hey, for my boy Cody Lou. Hey, you OG Blue Heaven guy people, it's Kevin Pillar, bro. Kevin Pillar, bro. That's my guy. That's my dog.
That's Dodger
legend. Kevin Pillar, bro. Guys, hit that thumbs up button for Kevin Pillar. Just playing like 2 games for the Dodgers and then blowing up something on his body. We got another super chat from ADK and Francisco. Let's actually get to Francisco here. $9.99. Thank you very much, sir. Always a massive supporter of the show, of the program, of all the shows I'm a part of. We appreciate Francisco. Says, like Yoshi on Monday, Dodgers waste Snell's gym. Are we sure Kike and Kim aren't ready to come back tomorrow? Rushing shouldn't be pinch hitting with the game-tying run on second. Also, Teo lost his clutch gene. A lot to dive into there. Wasting a gem, that really sucks. That pains me as a fan of pitching and pitching duels and all that kind of stuff. So there's that part. The Kike part of that. Kim, not so much. He's missed a fair amount of time. But Kike, I don't know what he's done tonight, but he had 2 hits in each of his first 2 games back, and I was looking at it. I actually had it as a note somewhere. It was like, hey, we sure Kike can't come back tomorrow or Sunday or something like that instead of giving him meaningless at-bats in Cincinnati for a couple more days. I mean, he could. He could come back and at least be better than a Clifton Lewis Kennedy off the bench or something like that. I don't think they're going to go to that lever. I think this team this year, Ken Rosenthal was talking about on Foul Territory today. I didn't watch the whole clip, but I saw bits and pieces of it, and he's been talking about this on Fair as well. Apparently, I'm just whoring out for that brand. So let me go ahead and just let's go ahead and let's just come on, you son of a bitch. There we go. Let's go ahead and put that Foul Territory on there for fun. Ken's kind of view of this is the Dodgers aren't. They don't really seem like they're going for it as much, slow playing Blake Snell as long as they did, just that kind of stuff. Like they're not as willing to push the envelope to win some ball games, and that's where I don't think they would go to Kike 1 or 2 or 3 days before they perceive him to be ready. What do you got?
Yeah, Kike is 0 for 3 tonight. It's the 9th inning, bottom of the 7th. Right now, OKC is getting absolutely shellacked by TAC. I don't know, TAC Red something or other. Kim is 1 for 3. No, I agree. They're not. It's clear that the team, as a whole, is suffering from not World Series hangover, but from World Series fatigue. Like they have a lot of guys that have played much more baseball than they're used to.
Good point.
And that's just something that they're having to deal with. And, he very much played an integral part in
That World Series
World
run just a
Series
year
last
ago.
year.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
No, I agree.
He's working his way back. He looks better according to Dave and according to the front office. A lot of pitchers are. Tanner Scott looked good. He's looked good. So it's a situation where I know fans at this point really want the team because we're playing the Padres for the last time. And I get it. The Padres are hot on the heels and they are playing very good baseball. And I know the fans want the Dodgers to be the most buttoned-up version of themselves that they can be, but that's not the case. They're injured. Like, you're missing one of the most important bats in the lineup right now, and a couple defensive pieces with Kike or Haesung Kim. It's just you gotta wait. But these are commodities that we know. Like, it's different in years past. In years past, it was, oh, we hope Tony Gonsolin's coming back. Oh, we hope Dustin May is coming back. And then, of course,
2 years in a row really
blew up. Yeah. Or, a guy can't eat a salad. Yeah. But these are guys that we know are coming back. So you just kind of have to just write it out a little bit. It's going to suck, but you got to write it out.
I don't think this fan base is in on the whole writing it out thing right now. I wanted to ask you two just super quick thoughts on this because, I want to point out I'm not just reading super chats tonight. I'm just trying to get through our super chats because I appreciate people using their hard-earned money to support the show, support independent Dodgers coverage. You guys are awesome. But I want to get to everybody's chats, and we have more thoughts as well. But I wanted your super tight, quick thoughts about Walker Buehler getting bumped from the Red Sox rotation because I just imagine you in a corner with your binky crying for your boy Butane.
Bring my boy home.
No. One, you can't. You literally can't unless they DFA'd him and then the Dodgers got him into the organization very quickly, which is not going to happen. But more so just about him getting bounced from the.
I think, unfortunately for Butane, and Walker Buehler is. So for anybody who doesn't know this, Walker Buehler is my favorite Dodgers pitcher since I've been alive, over Clayton Kershaw because Butane was just that FU pitcher that I always knew existed but didn't exist for the Dodgers.
Yeah. Until he did, and now he doesn't.
Until he did. I unfortunately believe the Dodgers got the last ounce of good pitching out of Butane. And it sucks, but I don't know if there's much left in the tank for the guy. I hope there is. I hope that he finds a career somewhere else, but you look at what the Red Sox do with pitchers. They highlight two seams. They highlight, horizontal moving fastballs. And
which is what they did with Dustin May and his cutter.
Exactly. And it's worked. But if it hasn't worked for Butane, I don't know what will work because the Dodgers at a point were just like, we'll ride your four seam. And that barely works.
Well, they love four seam and they love sweepers. That's kind of their thing. But anyways, I wanted your quick thoughts on that. I don't want to make people that are maybe joining us late thinking that we are, for some reason, hey, what are former Dodgers doing kind of show.
Walker Buehler will always soft spot.
That's your guy.
In my
That's
heart,
your guy.
always.
And I respect that.
That's the guy.
Johnny with the $5 super chat. Thank you very much, Johnny. Saying tell Kevin they have his room saved at Bellevue. By the time those players come back, there will only be 20 games left.
That's fine.
What is Bellevue? Is that a crazy? Is that a crazy?
I have no idea what Bellevue is. 20 games left when those guys come back. As long as the Dodgers are,
you just got to get to the dance. Yeah,
you got to get to the dance.
Man, I mean, I do worry about
right now they're gonna play in the wild card series no matter what because I believe the Phillies have at least a 2-game series.
Fix it.
2-game lead.
Do better. That's it. I'm going to go talk to them. I'm going to let them give them a piece of my damn mind on this one. We got a couple more. John with 199. Why does this team swallow nuts when Muncy is out? Not much to add to that. We talked about it. And, yeah, they're missing something without Max Muncy.
So I can't remember who interviewed the Giants. But when they interviewed them, or specifically Logan Webb, they said, "Who do you game plan more for against the Dodgers?" And they said Max Muncy. Because Max, like, no matter what, Max is going to crush a mistake, which is not something that a lot of, like, if you look at Michael Conforto, he doesn't crush
He is
mistakes.
just a mistake.
He's
just a mistake.
Anyway,
I'll give
but
you a
Max,
give you
if you throw Max a breaking ball that they threw Michael Conforto today, Max is sending that one into the freaking harbor.
Yeah.
So that's
he's got that tank gene in him. Yeah.
Yeah, it's why it disappears.
Yeah. No, John,
you get
could not agree more, man.
You get through four batters, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, guy on first. Oh, we got to face Max Muncy. How are we gonna, handle this? They tiptoe around him, and he just like, oh no, I'm gonna crush a single mistake.
Let's speed run through this because I do want to shift gears and talk about all these players we keep talking about, but not actually giving the updates on. We got $4.99 from our buddy Richie Flores, which, by the way, guys, give him a happy birthday. He turns 15 tomorrow. 15. No, it is Richie's official birthday tomorrow, so we appreciate him. And it looks like he survived being at Petco Park, and more importantly, everybody at Petco Park survived Richie being there. But saying Padres decided to think outside the box with their offense. Conforto was horse shit. Hey, Kevin, with 30-plus games left, the wait is yesterday's news. Waiting on dudes and dudes and dudes. I mean, honestly, it's a month of news for this team.
Yeah.
Because we were talking about that all through the trade deadline. Brandon Ummergard.
Oh, man. It's Omeng.
Omeng says no Alex Call. Teo strikes out way too much. Hasn't been the same since injury. Conforto can't make that. Oh, the catch in left field, by the way.
That was bad.
I am very much looking forward to a point, and I think we were having that conversation in Discord this morning. Like at some point, I would almost feel more comfortable having a defense first outfield over trying to hope for a little bit more offense in the lineup. But also says the umpire missed Tatis check swing earlier in the game. But yeah, Conforto defense. We talk a lot. We've talked ad nauseum about Teoscar Hernandez's defense, but Conforto's it's a problem, and both of those guys. I mean, at least Teo can run into one. I can't remember the last time Conforto's ran into one.
Yeah, so I mean, you're talking about guys with OPSs like 200 points different.
Yeah,
and Conforto's defense has been equally as bad as the guy that has a 200-point difference in OPS. Like, yeah, that sucks. That's hard to swallow. Because at this point, it's like, what does he do? He doesn't do, and he obviously doesn't hit the ball on a tee, like literally breaking balls down the middle. He swings either through or he fouls them back.
Just watching him look swing through middle. I am getting flipping frustrated with that, man.
Yeah. He does that, or he doesn't make a play in left field, which he should do if you can't swing the bat. Because I know everybody is talking about Jason Hayward getting DFA'd at this time last year, but at least Hayward could catch the ball when it was hit to him. Like this is why fans are so frustrated with Conforto.
Yep.
It's
100%.
What does he do? It's not like unfortunate, and I have no reason to dislike the human being. He seems like a nice guy. He seems great, but man, when you get signed for $17 million, you gotta do at least something. I
mean, agree. Hard agree. By the way, we got a star in the chat. This is 3-time World Series champion Mookie Betts is in the chat. Mookie Betts 50 with the $2 super chat. Thank you very much. It says, on the bright side, I can play a solid short. Hey, Marcus Lynn Betts made himself a couple of great plays at shortstop. I said that poorly, but
I've said this for months at this point.
You were the guy.
I'm over Mookie Betts moving to right field. I'm over that narrative. Mookie has made himself into a league average at the bare minimum shortstop.
Yeah.
And
I don't know. I mean, those plays he made tonight, a couple of them, the one that with Manny, he's throwing like fucking sorry, I didn't mean to say that, but Freddie Freeman doing that thing that first basemen do to really be assholes and like catching the ball here instead of actually like reaching out for it. I was like, oh god, those were just such perfect throws.
Mook is the shortstop for the foreseeable future, and he's a good one. This feels very much like Derek Carr with the Raiders, in my opinion. Is everybody in Raiders fandom wanted to send Derek Carr to the moon, and it's like, well, who's the answer? What are you getting? Like, what's better than Derek Carr in this situation? And they have had horrible quarterback play since Derek Carr has left. What do you want better than Mookie? Like, Mookie has been a very good shortstop. Like, if he leaves, like, if you move him to right field, there's not a better shortstop on the roster. There just isn't.
No.
Like,
well,
as a totality of a player. As a totality.
Yeah. And the upside and star power, all that kind of stuff. To be able to plug in, Mookie on not the wrong side of 30, but the wrong side of 30 now, and have him be a shortstop and have him be capable, competent, and now hitting at least a little bit. Yeah. It's an absolute upside play. So we appreciate Mookie Betts being in the chat with us, hanging out with us.
Love you, Mook. Love you, Mook. If it's actually you, just love you, man.
I think Cole was answering either something or this is, I don't believe I read this one, but $5 for Cole. Thank you very much, Cole, for supporting the show. It says top 8th, Dean on first, no outs. Pages flew out and no attempted steal. If Dean steals prior to the fly out, he'd be on 3rd with 1 out. Yeah, I mean, in the best case scenario, that does happen. I could understand what happens if Justin Dean, who doesn't have a lot of stolen base attempts at the big league level, what happens if he gets hosed? And then we're like, why did he send him? Like, the risk reward there when Pages has been very good for the greater part for this team. I don't hate them not sending him, Dave not sending him there. And obviously it would have worked out a lot better, and maybe we'd still be watching baseball, or more likely the Dodgers lose in extras or on a walk-off or something like that, because Teo doesn't have that clutch gene, as Francisco said earlier that I saw here on the chat. I wanted to read, there was one more. Oh, yeah, ADK had one, and this is going to be our great segue, so appreciate ADK waiting out for us here, if you still are, for us to read the Super Chat. But Kike and Hesson Kim both playing left field during the rehab. Thank baby Jesus. Kim has also changed his swing, according to Casey Porter over at Dodgers Daily, for better contact, and we're seeing that with a couple of knocks in there. So I think that's a perfect time to talk about some Dodgers news of the day. And one bit of news is the Dodgers didn't prove to be useful at all, but Jeff had some also analysis about the Matt Sauer part of this. But they did get Tanner Scott back. That is a net positive over a Matt Sauer. Chances are high that this is the last time we've seen Matt Sauer this season, thankfully, and I am very, very happy with that fact. Beyond that, we had a bunch of stuff today about left field, about Hesson Kim, who's got some work in left field. Kike Hernandez is going to be active during the Cincy series, but also has the ability to play left field, as we know. He played first base tonight for AAA Oklahoma City. But these are the names, if we keep talking about what you keep talking about, the guys that we are expecting to make this roster better in, let's say, 10 days from now. These are the pieces. Also, Tommy Edman, we'll talk about him for a second. But to be able to know we're getting Kike Hernandez back, it just makes me feel a little bit better because it's not Buddy Kennedy. It's not maybe Justin Dean. Not that he's done anything good or bad. He's just kind of around. Yeah, he is. And I think they're missing the vibes of Kike. Not to say that vibes win everything or whatever, but it does make a difference, especially in a series like this where he's got some big hits. I could think of a big homer off of Yu Darvish in Game 5 of the NLCS, NLDS last year. Oh, the bat.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That was a sexy walk-off. Not walk-off, but. So what has made the Dodgers successful in this, 13-year run at this point, right? 2012 to here now, has been flexibility. And at this point in the Dodgers' tenure or career or whatever you want to name this run, is
Kike being able, or Chris Taylor, I know no one likes to hear that name, but these are guys that have been able to play any position on the diamond and still provide something.
A moderate amount of success. At the floor. Yeah.
Yes. Whereas Buddy Kennedy, no offense to the guy, I'm sure he's a nice human being.
He deserves offense. Come on now.
He can't run into one if he had a tennis racket and they were throwing like softball pitches. Like he just can't do it, and it's fine. I get
softballing
it. Like,
kickballs to him.
I
agree.
He just can't do it. But Kike can. He can at least produce, like, even if his batting average is 210. Like, because when Kike goes up to the plate with a runner in scoring position, you go, yeah, the dude can do damage. And that's the belief we have, and that's the belief he's proven to have as a hitter. And on top of that, he can play a competent center
anywhere.
field.
Everywhere, to be honest.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the most glaring hole is center field right now. It's because you want to
but they're not going to do that. They're plainly not going to do it. It's either going to be Pages in center or in left field. And I think we need to resign ourselves to that fact.
Pages needs to be in right.
By the way, you mentioned Chris Taylor. Shout out to Chris Taylor. He hit that 10-year mark today. 10 years of Major League service time. That is really cool. Happy for CT3.
It's like, it's something where obviously
did it on the IL with the Angels, but
it doesn't matter. It's something where Dodger fans wanted to send him to the moon, and at a point he should have been. But to reach that 10-year mark, good for CT. He deserves it. I hope he signs a one-day contract with the Dodgers to retire as a Dodger, because he has made an unbelievable amount of plays. He's hit a number of important hits with this organization. I'm glad he hit that mark. That, like, good for CT, man. That's awesome.
Breaking, we got at least one fan. I'm finally able to see all the chat now. And Tony Baloney, who is a Padres fan, we appreciate Tony Baloney.
Appreciate you, Tony.
He called. He said Santa Monica water is radioactive water, and he's telling people to go swim in there. He's also just saying,
Tony, have you been to Imperial Beach recently? Because that water is black, my dude. Like, I just
roasted.
Go to Imperial Beach a little bit, like. This screams like somebody who, like, lives in, like, La Jolla, Del Mar, like, you know, the northern, like, not northern, but like mid to northern San Diego has never seen Imperial Beach, because that water is, like, actually radioactive.
Just a hair. John believes that Tony's mom drank bleach while she was pregnant. And you know, sources can confirm on that one. Kenneth. Well, actually, you know what? This it derails us a little bit. This one's just for me. Kenneth pointing out Dodger hater Jim Bowden spreading false lies on that LA Times rumor about the closed door meeting. We talked about this last night on the show, and I teed up Jeff to crap talk about Jim Bowden because he deserves it. But I love Mookie being asked by David Vassay today about that whole situation. I thought I had the tweet lined up somewhere in here. But Mookie just saying, like, what a stupid thing. In so many words. This is me paraphrasing. But, like, what a stupid thing to try to create a headline out of this. Like, I understand a reporter's job. But for Jim Bowden to go out and unprompted, by the way, by the guys on foul territory, unprompted, be like, oh, I want to talk about the thing with the Mookie bets, and he also says players' names, really, really stupid, just a bad person, and they really hate that they give that dude a platform. Please don't watch this, Scott Braun. But anyway, he's like, 99% chance that was a meeting about him going to right field. No, it wasn't. It was 100% not that. They understand. You know nothing about the Dodgers. You don't pay attention, and you were even further removed from the clubhouse than the guy who was in there for his probably one and only, pinch hitting appearance for a series for Jack Harris of the LA Times. So, like, Jim Bowden, just shut up with any Dodgers take, because he's the moron dipshit, absolute moron, idiot who was like, oh, a lot of teams are saying that the Dodgers are colluding to get Roki Sasaki. Just shut the F up. Remember that one girl who was on that show with the guy who used to do American Idol, and the girl's just like, something, shut the F up. Blah, blah, shut the F up. Jim Bowden, shut the F up. That's my point. And I'm just saying.
I'm talking about not Uncle Phil.
Uncle Phil.
Not Uncle Phil. Dr.
Guys,
Phil.
Hit that like button. Hit that like button for
we
Uncle
love
Phil.
Uncle Phil.
Hit
Uncle
that like
Phil's
button.
great.
No, who's the guy that was the main dude, the angry guy on American Idol? People will have us. Simon Cowell. Yeah, he had another one of those like X shows where they do the thing if you're not talented enough, and then they make you feel bad. Anyways, I just wanted to complain a lot. And Timmy says it was nice seeing Clint on Dodgers territory. I think they would have a hard time making that.
Frequent there occasionally.
Yeah, they would have a hard time making that show happen without me. But I digress. Let's get back into the positives. I did see somebody saying, like, man, these guys just trash talking their own team. And yeah, there's a lot of things we didn't like about this game. But to Kevin's narrative, the fact that they only lost by a run is impressive with the talent
and they only gave up 2.
Yeah, that's also an important part. Another thing that made me kind of happy about the whole left field and getting closer to getting out of the Michael Conforto era of this team and whatever is Tommy Edman spoke today. Just giving a general update saying his ankle is feeling good. The plan is that when he comes back, it's to play the outfield. It's to play center field. And that's going to be your guy most likely for this team. It's going to be Thomas Hyun-Soo Edman. I'm going to stop saying.
Him-Soo.
Him?
Him-Soo.
Oh, him, because he's him. I get you.
Him.
Yeah. Anyways, Tommy Edman's going to be most likely your everyday center fielder. I'm not saying it's 99% chance. I'm not going to say something dumb like a certain Bowden type person. But one of the quotes in here, Edman is not expected back until early September, but playing him in center could move Pages to right, which is what, of course, we all want, and where he would be a defensive improvement over Teoscar Hernandez. This was the opinion of Bill Plunkett, who covers the team of the OC Register, and it's the right opinion because it would help the team immensely. He says, Dave, this was Dave's quote, it's certainly a great thought. It's something that is not a 0% chance of happening. I haven't approached Teo yet about it, but it's certainly something I've thought about. Listen, I know what Dave is saying. You know what Dave is saying. Tell the people what Dave is saying. It's going to happen.
It's going to happen.
By the time we get to game 1 of the postseason, whether it's a wild card or NLDS, Teoscar Hernandez is going to be in left field.
And this is what I've been saying with, like, today's lineup sucked. It was awful. Like, Buddy Kennedy should not see the light of day.
Clifton Lewis Kennedy.
I know, I can't believe it.
Next year, World Series champion, Clifton Lewis Kennedy.
But should not see the light of day on this roster. Your everyday outfield is going to look like Tommy Edman in center, Andy Pages in right, and Teoscar in left. You will not see Michael Conforto. You will not see Buddy Kennedy on the roster. Like, not obviously he doesn't play left.
Yeah, they already have a room ready for him on the moon.
Yeah. So it's just you're not going to see these guys. I tweeted about this, a week ago. It's like we're seeing lineups that we're used to seeing in June, but in the middle of August and early September, and it's true. Yeah. Like this is not this is not the lineup we're used to seeing, but also, there aren't as many ifs as people want to imagine. Like, we know Tommy Edman's coming back. We know Kike's coming back. We know Muncie's coming back. Like,
his ankle holding together is an if for Edman.
Correct. But we know Tommy Edman will be back, and they can fill center field with Kike if Tommy Edman can't do it. You know what I mean? Like, there's options, and so the lineup will be better in 2 weeks.
It's
literally.
Just they need to be better now immediately.
Yes.
Let's
Yes.
flash forward here. Let's look at tomorrow because you got to win a game. You got to end now this losing streak of one game. Tyler Glasnow on the bump against Nestor Cortez. I feel immediately pretty good about that. The odds makers over at FanDuel also feel good about that. Dodgers favored on the money line minus 136 to plus 116. Nestor Cortez has not been good since really all season since since Freddie Freeman broke him last year in the World Series, but he's also been not very good since joining the San Diego Padres at the trade deadline. And this is a must-win game. And this is Tyler Glasnow's no, it is. This is a must-win game because you can't lose 2 in San Diego. I don't know that you bounce back from that very well. It's a gut feeling I have right now, and I have a lot of gut to feel. But this is Tyler Glasnow's opportunity to play a stopper. They gave this dude, they traded away some talented players, mainly Ryan Pepois, my guy Pepio, Pep in the step. They traded away some talented players and immediately extended Tyler Glasnow to be an effing ace, to be a dog for this team. I don't need him to pussy his way through 5 innings. I need 6 strong out of him, bare minimum. I need to see something big out of Glasnow. That's what you got from Snell tonight, though.
Yeah,
but
6 strong from
Snell,
tonight.
my expectations are higher for Blake Snell than they are for Tyler Glasnow. I haven't seen enough of Tyler Glasnow in his 2 years in a Dodger uniform, probably because he wasn't around for the World Series, and then he wasn't around for another couple of months. He's a bad dad, all right? Stop going to the store and getting cigarettes and milk. I would like you to be home and play catch with me, Daddy. What a weird thing I just said right there. Mr. Crushgut says Glasnow is soft, and this is his opportunity to say, I am not soft, I am hard. Somebody clip all of that. No, this is for me. I need to see something out of Tyler Glasnow. You don't feel the same, but I feel this is this is a must-win game. And I'd like them to win it because you and Jeff will be post-gaming tomorrow, and I think you guys would be happier with a win than a loss.
Well, of course, but it's not a must-win game insofar as
there's a lot of baseball left.
my expectations was just don't get swept. Because if you don't get swept, then you leave
soft
San Diego. Yeah, that's fine.
Soft.
That's fine. You leave San Diego with the lead if you don't get swept. This has nothing to do with Tyler Glasnow tomorrow. Like, obviously, if he shows up tomorrow in the first inning and gives up 6 runs, yeah, it's on him. But Blake Snell went 6 strong today with 2 earned runs and didn't get the job done. So it's on the offense. The offense needs to show up. We need
2 runs was too many runs.
That's when
Glasnow go out there 1 or 0.
No,
I am asking so astronomical things. Listen, this is inflation right now. I want more out of my expensive ace.
And this is one of the best lineups in baseball. What you need is exactly what Blake Snell gave today, which is 6 strong, 2 earned runs is fine, but you need the offense to do something. Like, your entire offense cannot be Alex Freeland hitting an absolute tank against.
Well, that's going to be fixed.
That can't be the whole thing.
It's Nestor Cortez. It's unnasty Nestor on the bump tomorrow. Okay, I feel better about him than Yu Darvish.
What I'm saying is, if Tyler Glasnow gives 6 strong, 2 earned runs, fantastic. He did his job. It is up to the offense to actually show up tomorrow. They need to do more than just have Alex Freeland hit dongs. All right, I'm sorry. That's
why not both? Listen, to borrow from a character on my old podcast, and I'm gonna tell you another thing, Max Kellerman. You are dead wrong, but also you are kind of right on this one. They need to score. They need to put more points on the board. But for me personally, I need to see Glasnow go out there and nut up. That's just something, because not be like, oh, the mound's a little bit wrong, or oh, my nail wasn't perfect and whatever. Enough of that crap. Enough of the crap. The mound wasn't perfect. Oh, it was a slightly more humid day than I was anticipating, so my spine angle was wrong. No, shut up and go and pitch, Tyler. And he hasn't done anything wrong except for not be there when we need him most. And this is a game where, in my opinion, this is a game where I am looking at where he slots in the postseason rotation. And Listen, if you have Clayton Kershaw pitching as well as he is, and Tyler Glasnow being somebody who
That's
can't,
a conversation for another day.
But again, this is what I am watching with Glasnow. I am watching, like, if you're not good, if you can't handle this spot, if he's out of the game in 2 innings, he does not deserve to start a postseason game over Clayton Kershaw. Now, this is a conversation for a month from now, but this is what I'm telling you. This is the last time the Dodgers face the San Diego Padres. So I'm looking at that now, and that's what I'm going to see. Yeah. I want to see what Tyler Glasnow is made out of. Carl says Clint sounds mad.
I already responded to that one. It's the time of the season to get mad. It is.
This is for people who were here the other day.
This is the time of year where I was like, why? Yeah. Like, I get Miggy Rowe has started a lot of games, but this is not the time of the year, nor is it this series to sit your better third baseman. It's not that time of year. It's not the time of year to start Michael Conforto. Sorry, the dude is what he is. So
it's really hard to find where to point.
It's just like that's where we're at. We want the best product on the field, but no matter what they put out there, gotta do better than 1 run. Doesn't matter. Gotta do better than 1. That's all.
I like that. And I think that's a good place to sign off for the evening, guys.
We
We appreciate you hanging out with us. Good conversation, good discourse here on the show tonight. Appreciate Kevin hanging out with me on this Friday night. We appreciate everybody hanging out with us on this Friday night.
We're going to do a Klejevin tomorrow?
No, I will not be here tomorrow. So it's a Jevin tomorrow, and then it should be the boys. Should be the boys on Sunday. Again, we are post-gaming after each of these games, so we appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Hopefully, well, it's a lefty. Alex Call will be in the lineup tomorrow, so I feel better because he is the one trade deadline acquisition. So I'd love to see him get some opportunities. Dude's been on an absolute tear. Reminder, guys, we have the members only live stream coming up on Thursday. Next Thursday, this coming up Thursday. I'll throw that out there. August 28th. You need to be a Patreon member or a supporter here, a YouTube member to be a part of that. $5 a month to support independent Dodgers coverage, all that kind of stuff, and you get access to our Discord server where all of the good things happen. But we'll get Kevin out of here. And again, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for hanging out with us on this Friday night. If you can't do the Patreon thing and you're looking for a way to support us, the best way to support us is to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It really does go a whole hell of a long way. But that is about it. We'll see you tomorrow night, hopefully after a Dodger win. Bye.